for coming on an exciting session today, even though there was a rain outside. I know the traffic hazards what it's creating outside, but still they're able to make it on time. One more time, very good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening. Bangalore Toastmasters Club is one of the oldest Toastmasters clubs in India. And today we have an exciting session. We have four prepared speeches with one educational session also. Before starting the meeting, we have three important rules normally we follow. I request everyone, kindly keep your mobile phones in a silent mode. And I request, refrain yourself not to move when the speakers are giving their speeches or delivering their speeches. You can move around when there is an applause. Third and most important rule, try to avoid speaking about sex, politics and religion. I'm not giving, it's not a statement, but try to avoid speaking about it. If it's important, you can take a call on it. Today there is an important, very interesting thought for the day. When writing the story of your life, don't let anyone else hold the pen. I hope you understood. In fact, when we are writing here, there were people that are cracking some jokes on that, but jokes apart, this is a very interesting topic. See, everyone has their wish in their life. They want to achieve their heights. They have some dreams. Somebody has some vision. But somehow, because of the circumstances or could be of other challenges, they're not able to achieve their goals. Or could be like somebody else may not allow them to achieve their goals. The theme today talks about if you wish to do something, if you thought you want to achieve something, you don't leave it until you achieve it. You don't even leave it even somebody interferes in your goal or your dream. And to take this session forward, I would like to introduce, I don't say a great personality, but very interesting leader. Very interesting and impressive leader. Where this person goes, the smile will go with him. You take the smile with him. That happens to very few people. Not everybody can do it. In fact, myself cannot do that. I can't take my smile with me. So always when I look at him, you always take his smile with him. He is a true leader. And not only a true leader, in his name itself, it says that he is a chief. So I understood by this time that you people whom I am going to invite to take this session forward. None other than our President, Mr. Toastmaster Melvin Smith.
Thank you, Sergeant Towns Toastmaster Guru Prasad. In fact, I knew he was introducing me because he said, I'm going to introduce somebody who's not so important. In fact, I'm so happy that you always find something new in how to introduce me. Thank you once again. With that, and also you told us about the thought for the day. I like to call it the thought instead of the theme, which says that when writing your story of your life, don't let anyone else hold the pen. And the word of the day is ascent, which means to climb or upward movement. So, with that, I call to order meeting 1137. A very warm welcome to all you guests and lovely members for attending this meeting on a Friday evening where we come to be better speakers, better listeners, and better thinkers. And what we really want to do here is to be better communicators and better leaders. If you want to go far, go alone. Sorry, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. That was the theme last week. And the minutes of the meeting 1136 of last week was sent out last week by our secretary. Members, do you have anything to add to the minutes of meeting 1136? No. If there's nothing, the minutes stands fast. I always wonder how our secretary has got that speed and patience to get the minutes off in time for all of us to read. And week after week we receive feedback, and we welcome your feedback, good and otherwise. And last week we received some feedback, and I'd like to read just maybe two of them. One that said, good idea having a joint meeting, the possibility of holding two clubs so smoothly. Great education. And the not so good was two role takers should look at their time management. And one person thought, members from the other club, it was a joint meeting, so members from the other club should have been asked to stand up and introduce themselves individually. Well, it's a good thought, and we welcome your feedback, but sometimes, this is what I believe, it's not easy to introduce everyone and still end on time. And like somebody said, time management will become very difficult. So we try our best to stick within the time that we are given here in this meeting, and we'll do our best to incorporate whatever feedback that you'll give us week after week. I received this book as a prize by Robin Sharma, and it was on who will cry when you die. The message itself is so nice, but this famous actor, Kevin Costner, was asked, what are the ups and downs in your career? And he just replied and said, I am just living a life. I thought that was very interesting and profound, because he chose not to mention about the details of his life and just said he's living the life that he's been given. All of us travel different roads to reach our ultimate destination. Some more rockier than the others. But there is not a life where there is no trouble to reach to the destination. So we should just take life as it comes. After all, if you don't see the valleys, you will not enjoy the view at the mountaintop, the breathtaking view. In fact, there are no problems in life, no failures in life, there are only results. There are no true tragedies, only lessons. No problems, only opportunities waiting to be recognized as solutions. With that, I'd like to introduce you to the Toastmaster of the day, the MC who controls the whole meeting. This person is a very spiritual person. I thought we are all spiritual. Well, in her own words, she says, if you want to find yourself, you need to know your Creator. God is good all the time. Again, in her own words, Toastmasters, and she uses triad, has helped me to become, I'll have to just take it from my phone if you don't mind, because it's her words. It says, Toastmasters is providing me courage, coaching, and cheer to unleash the potential of a speaker and leader. This Toastmaster was known for the speech which was titled, Curiosity Kills the Cat. Let's welcome on stage the Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Shilpa Sanju.
Thank you, President Melvin, for that lovely introduction. Everything you said about me is absolutely true. Melvin is so kind. Not only to nice people like me, he's kind to everybody. Guess, have you got a chance to interact with our president as yet? No? Yes?
Yes.
You'll know what I'm talking about when you meet him. My fellow Toastmasters, President, dear guests, how's everyone doing this evening?
Very well.
Happy to be here?
Yes.
Happy that it's a Friday evening?
Yes.
Are you ready to have some fun?
Yes.
You're going to have loads of it. Do you know why? Because I'm the Toastmaster today. I'm kidding. We have 4 speeches lined up for you by some amazing speakers tonight. And these 4 speeches are going to be scrutinized by 4 terrifying evaluators. And what's more, we have an educational session by one of our very own past presidents who went away for a while, but then he returned. Do you know why he returned to the club? Because Thank you, Abe. Because Toastmasters is like the song Hotel California. How many of you are familiar with that song? You can check out anytime you like, but you can never leave. And towards the end of the meeting, we have our general evaluator, who again happens to be one of our past presidents. She too took a break, but then she returned. I told you. She is going to give us a bird's eye view of the entire meeting. She's going to analyze, inspect all the speeches, the roll takers, and everything that held this meeting together. I better do a good job. And she is going to be assisted by a tag team. Can I ask the tag team to kindly lead out your roll, please, starting with the timer that is Toastmaster Karunakar.
Hey everyone, good evening. Good evening. As a timekeeper, my role is to keep track of time of every speaker who is coming up on the stage. For prepared speeches, the time duration is 5 to 7 minutes. At the end of 5 minutes, I'm going to be showing green card. At the end of 6, yellow. And at the end of 7, I'll show the red and I'll hold red until the speaker leaves the stage. And in table topics, green for 1 minute, yellow for 1.5, and 2 at 2 minutes, and I'm going to be holding it till the speaker stops and leaves the stage. And at the end of the meeting, I'm submitting my report to the general evaluator. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Karunakar. Can we hear it for the R counter, Toastmaster Joseph?
Thank you, Toastmaster. Dear Toastmasters and dear guests, as the R counter, I will make note of the vocal pauses, the repetitive words, and the ums, ah, and other crutch words that we use, like how I just used one now. And I will make note of this and report it at the end of the meeting.
Thank you, Toastmaster Joseph. Can I ask the grammarian, Toastmaster Sridhar, kindly read out your role.
Good evening, Toastmasters. As a grammarian, I'll be keenly listening all the speeches and note down the good usage and not so good usage. And word of the day is ascent, and I am responsible to introduce that. It is ascent meaning rising or climbing. So generally we usually we count the numbers in ascending order. This is an example. So end of the meeting, I'll submit my report to general level. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sridhar. Can we hear it for the super supportive tag team? The question I've been waiting to ask you. Are you writing the story of your life? Or is somebody else writing it for you? There was a man who had a lovely story to tell, and he wrote it with his own pen. And guess what? You and I are part of this beautiful story. Not just us, but over 350,000 people, over 143 countries are part of his story. He is none other than the founder of the Toastmasters Club. How many guests in the house? Can you guess who the founder of the Toastmasters Club is? Any guesses? Member? Any member who can help them out? Who said that? Okay, you get a pen? Okay, Toastmasters, this is for you, except Deepika, because she mentioned it last week. The date and the year of the first Toastmasters meeting. Raise your hand. Date and the year. Okay.
22nd October 1920.
This goes to you. Okay. So, one more question. The actual headquarters was in Santa Ana, California, but since 1990, where is the Toastmasters International headquarters? No. Okay, nobody is going to get this. It is Rancha Santa Margarita. All right. Come on, it's our headquarters. Okay. Somebody should get this. What are the 4 core values of Toastmasters? I'll give you a clue. Stop. Okay. Mr.
Respect, integrity, service, and excellence.
Okay. Okay, the last question. I'm sure you're not going to get it. Ralph C. Smedley wrote many books. Which one among these 5 are his? The Great Pacemaker, The Great American Novel, The Great Grammatizator, The Great Game, and The Great Society. Which one did he write? I'll say it again. The Great Pacemaker, The Great American Novel, The Great Grammatizator, The Great Game, or The Great Society?
Great society.
No.
Great pacemaker.
What is it? Third one? The Great Grammatizator? No? No?
Great American society.
Oh my God, you guys are terrible. Who said the first one? Are you okay? I'm just going to believe you. You said that. You said it. The Great Pacemaker. Okay, so Ralph C. Smedley is the man behind our accelerated ascent into public speaking. Without him, without his story, you and I wouldn't be here. All of us have a story to tell. Are you telling your story holding your own pen? Because if you are, then your story is going to be unique and will have the power to impact the world just like Ralph C. Smedley. On that note, do you think it's time for us to listen to some of the stories of our very own members?
Yes.
Great. Let's do it. The first speaker for today is attempting his icebreaker, and icebreaker from Pathways. His mentors, Toastmaster Abhay Kothari, and may I ask his evaluator, Toastmaster Nikhilesh, to Kindly read out the guidelines.
Okay. Good evening, Toastmasters and all guests.